Hi, guys. We are back with The Endless War by Danielle L. Jensen. This is episode 2, and we just finished chapters 20 through 45. We are about to talk about literally everything that happened. So if you are not caught up, we are going to spoil everything. You've been warned. If this is your cup of tea, welcome. I need to talk first about a really huge spoiler. Unless you've been watching all of our episodes, then it's not because we called this. Laura is so pregnant. Like, can we just get just a quick round of applause? I'm glad that she is for her and Aaron. I'm glad that she is for us because I don't know what they were going to do with that weird smelling wine if it wasn't a pregnancy. But how are we all feeling about Laura's confirmed pregnancy?
I'm happy for her. I'm glad that it was Karis that told her, and I'm glad that she told Aaron right away.
That was nice. Just the fact that she wasn't going to, and Karis was like, "Are you really doing this again? Like, you should know better."
Yeah.
That was like her immediate, I don't know that I can trust people. And Karis was like, you need to be better.
I also really like that she is still doing all the stuff she would have already, which I feel like is the precedent that has been set in these books with like a pregnancy. But it's just nice, not it. I hate a pregnancy trope where it's like, "I'm pregnant. I can't help with anything now. So sorry." That could
No,
be
it
an
was
insult to
awesome.
anything.
In one
It's,
scene, she's throwing up because someone made dinner, which, like, that is a cardinal sin when you're in your first trimester. And then the next scene, she's like storming the island to rescue all of the rebels. I absolutely loved it.
same. I'm not like a huge fan of the pregnancy trope, but I do like it here. Um, and then Sarhina can do it. Serena can do it. Laura can do it. See, sorry, the names.
How do we pronounce any of these names? Yeah, it's awesome. And I like how it's already been woven into the plot, especially with Karis jumping in front of an arrow for Aaron and then being like, she needs to meet her father. I love already like assuming it's a girl. I just love everything about it. I love everything about it, guys. I don't usually hate a pregnancy trope though, so I'm on the other side. But yeah, I'm loving it. I think it's great.
I I think I almost teared up at that scene actually when he took that arrow
Oh,
for Aaron. Oh,
their bromance is so lovely. Like, I wasn't worried about
love.
Karis. I was just like, oh, Karis, once again, being the most amazing of all of us.
He really is the self-sacrificing type, I feel like.
Oh, every moment.
Although he had that one moment after he saved Zara and where he was like, "I know I said I didn't care if she didn't care, but I kind of care that she doesn't care."
But I love that because he's not a robot. Like, he does care what she thinks. And he was hoping that he was going to, like, charge in to save her and that was going to matter to her. And it did. It's just that they're both being so dumb. They're both so dumb.
When he went after her, like, I thought it was really dumb when he was gonna go to Maradrina and be like, "Okay, bye." And then I don't know why in my head I wasn't like, "Oh, he's gonna." I think that I just assumed he was too injured. I was like, "Man is bedbound, like, he's not going anywhere." When she was in the woods and there was a voice behind her, I was like, "It's giving that it should be Karis, but there's no way that it's Karis."
You're talking about like the dead end of this section, which I love. I love how we were just like, and we're going right to the end. I agree with you, Elena. I had no thought in my mind that Karis was going to go with her. One, because he is too injured. Like, let's be real. Boy is too injured for this. Two, I really thought that Laura made some really great points. Like, I thought Laura telling him the plan of like, you need to go to Maradrina so that you two can each like rule your separate countries and then make peace that way, at least for the short term. Like, I thought we were setting ourselves up for some pining, some longing. I thought it was going to be some letters and some like, should I go visit him, her? And no, he was just like, I'm going to come help you. And I love that even more.
That's so
But
funny because
also,
I knew exactly what he was going to do. I knew.
Even when
Because he
even when
doesn't like
George
listening to anyone else's plans. He's gonna go what he wants to do. Even when he was injured and Laura, Laura was trying to get him from to stop talking, he still wanted to do, tell Zara the truth. So he's gonna do what he wants to do.
but he's
I was
so
gonna do it.
injured.
he's
So
so
injured,
injured.
but for love, gonna do it.
It's
He's
also so
self-sacrificing.
yes, it's so perfect because not only is he like self-sacrificing his health, he's self-sacrificing his love for Zara. And like I do hope that there's a part of him in the back of his mind that is once again hoping that through this they will get back together. But I think he really is putting aside their relationship to say like I'm going to be here as your ally and like your
Yeah.
supporter. I want there to be peace. Like I'm going to keep you safe. I'm going to work with you to figure this out and then whatever happens after that might happen. But like he's really sacrificing everything that matters to him for this in this moment. My heart.
There was so much good helping in this section. Like when Terrence jumped into the driftwood, I was like, "Oh, they're really sending him in alone." And then Aaron jumped in after him and was like, "You'd mess it up so bad, my guy." And then they both messed it up so bad.
They love each other so much. They're such good brothers-in-law. Brother-in-laws? Brothers-in-law. They're such good brothers-in-law. Aaron called him family. Oh my god, guys.
I love them. The
So cute.
bromance.
Also the like Laura and Karis like relationship building, like that bridge that they are building to each other. I am loving every single bit of it.
Yeah, so there have been moments where you can see like they're repairing their relationship, and I love seeing it. And I love that like so when she's looking out for Karis, while he literally dying, and she's the only one because he's not gonna care for himself. He's always it's Zara's always first. So it was nice to see that like Lair was there for him in that nurturing role and like standing up for him when he's clearly dying.
It was such a 180 from like the beginning of this book where she's literally putting a knife into him. Like Zara
Yeah.
is even like, "What's this scar from?" And he's like, "Oh, my sister from like a month ago." Um like from that to then her literally hating Zara. Like the things she would have done to Zara because of how much she's hurting her brother. And I was like, I love that we are already at this point where Laura is like, I will burn the world for this guy. So beautiful.
I want
Can
more. And I hope they
I,
can be friends. Sisters.
I
Sisters-in-law, right?
yes. Yes. Maybe raising babies together cuz I'm still on that train. But I need I need to mention cuz Jamie you've mentioned now twice now the scene where Karis is like, "No, no, I must tell Zara about her aunt." I hated that. I hated it. And I mostly hated it because of Zara. And like tell me if I am being too hard on her. But like I feel like Zara needed at least a couple more times to be like, Karis, I don't need to hear this right now. You are dying. But she was just like, yeah, yeah, give me the tea. I was like, Zara,
You're
what are
not
we
wrong.
doing? Like, it just, like, Laura was the only person in that situation that was like, Karis, you are literally bleeding to death. Like, can you just shut the fuck up for 2 seconds so I can cauterize this wound and maybe save your life? And Karis, I believe Karis is like, no, no, I must tell her just in case I die. Like, I get that. But Zara, not once, even not once, just being like, no, Karis, it's fine. I don't need to hear this right now.
I get what you're saying, but I think it was good on both sides. Like Laura being that person to like take care of him. So we're seeing that like that mend in their relationship. And then we see how Karis is like the only one that can provide her that truth, the truth that she's been like. It drove me kind of crazy that no one was telling her, and everyone else, all these characters know the truth, but except for her, and the only one that can tell her is Karis, because I'm pretty sure I remember he told Laura that like Laura wasn't gonna tell her, right? So I think it
I
was better that it came from Karis.
No, I think, like, it coming from Karis was best. But, like, in that situation, like, when other people knew, like, Laura
The
knows, Aaron
commander,
knows,
the commander knew too, and she was waiting for him to tell her.
everyone
So it's
knows.
everyone knows. So when would be like the right time? If he's dying, then she would never really get the truth.
No, but, like, everybody knows. So even if Karis, like, someone else could have told her. I just feel like I wanted Zara to put him first, and she wasn't. And I get she is on a journey right now, and I support her, but my girl,
Also, like their relationship is on the men too, because like the last thing that she said to him, and then so it was kind of like she had to get his like they had to get their trust back in each other,
they
and
still
also
do.
why I know, yeah. But he was there at the island, right?
He
Yeah.
was. Yeah. That brings me to my next question, which is the thought that I had over this section was Petra's like big thing, like her big part of her plan to have Zara wait there for Karis to come get her and for Karis to never come get her. Like because Berman says that Petra like truly believed that Karis had moved on and didn't really love Zara. So Petra says on the boat as they're going to the island that Zara doesn't know anything about men and she's going to teach her about men. What was that line? Like, was it, haha, I'm going to put you on an island and you're going to wait and wait and wait and he's never going to come because he's already got somebody else? And then, like, Karis basically proved her wrong. Or is there something else?
Well, I think they also said that Petra really thought the rebellion would come for her because the commander is her dad and has been objectively looking for a way to get to her, which feels like he could have sent someone to Nerastus at any point, but that's beside the point. Um, no, I like actually think that Petra didn't think Karis would come because Petra wouldn't come. Like, I don't think she understands loyalty in that way.
Do we think that there's like still more to it? Like,
No,
do we think was Petra planning on getting Zara off of the island? Because this whole time
no.
we're thinking like the commander letters are from Petra, and then we find out they're from Berman. Like, what? Like Berman had enough brain cells to rub together to come up with this plan. I was shook. So like what was Petra's big plan for Zara on this island? Like literally just torture and
No,
live there
it was
forever?
a trap for the commander.
Is that it though?
Yes.
I thought it was a trap for Karis because she hates Maradrina so much.
Berman seemed to think that Petra's intention was for it to be a trap for the rebellion. But can we trust Berman?
I feel like in this I trust Berman. Like he is dumb, but I don't think he's that dumb. And I
So
do
I have a
Wait,
think
was
like
it?
question. Oh yeah, go.
Oh no, I
I
have a
think the
question.
Karis plan was him because he was so dumb proud of it.
Yes. Yeah. If we believe Berman, I think Petra's plan was trap for the rebellion. Berman's plan was trap for Karis.
I think that's it.
Side question. Will we ever know more from Berman
No.
because he's still alive?
No, he
He
dead.
got shot in the throat with an arrow.
He's a meaty
By
throat
Laura,
though.
who's a
Maybe like
sharpshooter, really good
And then he
maybe
assassin,
fell
so trained.
into rapids.
Did he fall?
Bye
I
bye.
thought so.
I stopped paying attention because Karis
Do you
was
want
hurt.
I'll look up Berman in the audio in the ebook.
No,
Okay,
don't, because what if
well,
Berman shows up again later?
I don't think he will. But I have a question. Was it
Yeah.
confirmed that he wrote the letters?
Yeah, Berman basically, he was like, yeah, that was me.
Oh. Oh, okay. Because I know Daria was waiting from her commander, right?
Mhm,
And that I think Kyan had said something about like, or maybe Zara was theorizing that like the letters got intercepted.
mhm.
So I thought maybe the letters were real from the real commander, and that's why Zara thought that they were fake because it didn't sound like Petra.
Yeah, I mean, Zara goes through the whole process with the letters, and then she figures out that it's Berman through the letters. And then Berman
Mm.
kind of like he takes responsibility for the
I'm
whole
just
thing.
shocked that he did all that. Like,
No, that was the most out of left field thing, like, even more
yeah.
out of left field than there being cannibals, which should have been a given. Should have been a given.
Uh,
Like, when they're talking about weird white meat that, "Oh, must be pork," I was like, "Yeah, sounds right."
chills.
Yeah. Um, I do wanna talk more about all of the people on the island. Like, is it even worth
Yeah.
talking about Kyan or whatever his name was, since he did too?
He do be
Like,
Is
dead.
he?
his
Is
his
he?
Yeah.
motivations? That
Not
oh,
thought about that.
I'm, like, pretty sure about all of them. They got, like, dead, and then torched. Um, yeah, he seemed like a real bad guy, but, like, now that he's dead, I don't feel like it matters what his true motivations were with Zara. They seemed bad.
Hmm.
How
Driven
do
by
we feel about
greed. So
yes.
they kind of got what
Sorry.
was coming. They are criminals, right? They were on the island for a reason.
Other
And
than, like,
Karis just
all of
played
Daria's
on to
tribe,
that. Yeah.
because Daria's tribe was just like, "We don't like Petra," and then Petra was like, "Go to the island. Island for you." How do we feel about Daria's tribe? Because I will come right out and say it so no one else has to say it first if they're feeling the same way, or you guys just you let me hang there if I'm the only one that feels this way.
Okay.
I don't hate Daria and her tribe, and I feel kind of bad for them. Like, I know they ate human, and that's, like, real icky. That's, like, a huge faux pas. Like, I get that. But I feel like this is the situation in which I don't know that you can condemn them for life. For, like, yes, they made a really bad choice, but it was for, like, the only reason that I could ever forgive someone for doing that, in my opinion personally.
I think that's a fair take. I didn't
I
trust either tribe, to be honest. So I'm kind of like still in that boat.
I feel like they were just all bad. Like they were all I feel like irredeemable is too far, but like
I guess that's the
edging.
question that I'm asking though, is like, do we think that Daria and her tribe, like, can play a role in the rebellion and, like, can be good people that, like, come through for Zara? And I would say yes. I would say that, like, at their core, they are good people that, in my mind, chose the better path out of the two tribes. Like, if it's eat people that are already dead, right? Because, like, it seems like no killing of people to eat happened. It was just like people are dead. Well, maybe we kill enemies to eat. Yeah, we're not sure. We're not sure.
I
But
think they
but
killed the people to eat. Like they didn't need to fight the other people.
you're probably not
They
wrong.
are the
But
ones that killed the people that they ate. It's not like they just died. They did in fact kill them and then eat them.
that's fair. That's fair. But it wasn't like I don't think that for the most part it was like they drove up to the McDonald's drive-through and ordered a McChicken, stab stab, salt barrel. I think it was more like, "Oh, look, a McChicken that someone left here for me." Like, I think it was more like a gathering type situation.
Can you
Anyway,
compare
I don't think I
cannibalism?
like this.
to a McChicken? Like, it feels like we're reading a Weaver book.
I'm just saying. I think that if like one tribe decided we're going to take care of our people, and in order to do that, we're gonna snacky snack on some humans, and the other tribe decided to kill people because they weren't useful, like I feel like the human snacky snack was like the better choice out of the like just kill people because they're like old or young. Guys, they killed babies. They killed babies.
I feel like they're both bad options,
Yes.
and, like, neither of them are the correct option. Like, there wasn't another way where there would have been enough food without killing people and or eating them,
Yeah.
but I do think that Daria and her tribe could be helpful now that they're out because 'cause they're not in the situation where they need to do that anymore,
Mhm.
Hmm.
but
Agreed.
I'm
still don't love that they did that.
Yeah, no, I'm not like, "Yay, cannibalism." Like,
You just
don't
compared it to a
come.
chicken.
It was probably more helpful if people knew how much I detest McDonald's. It was a fair analogy for me, which, like, getting me to eat a McChicken would be similarly reprehensible. I should have gone with, like, a Big Mac because that would be like, I would actually die on a deserted island before eating a Big Mac, personally. That's my line. That's a no. That's a no from me. Anyway, before we get too far off topic, I am personally hoping that Daria and her tribe can be like rehabilitated into society and like be, there for Zara and help the Valcata mission. One more thing about that though. We're definitely not hoping that they kill Petra and then make her into jerky, right? Like, definitely not that. No Petra jerky.
No, we hope it's
Just,
over. I
yeah,
personally,
cannibalism done, please.
I think Karis is gonna kill Petra.
Oh,
I mean,
Ooh.
maybe
how
Zara
sooner?
will. I just
I always
don't.
picture Zara.
Maybe she will. That just feels like a big leap for our girl. Plus, like, I mean, it's less of a big deal now that everyone's saying she's the rightful empress. But I remember it not being a thing she could do before, since it would take away. Like, it would have caused a civil war if she killed her.
Maybe the commander then. He has less to lose, supposedly.
True.
As far as the commander goes, I do love that we three keep saying Zara's dad because we are so confident in our theory. That has not been confirmed
Confirmed.
yet. Just as an FYI
Has
um,
been.
to everyone. Do we think that there's even a possibility that it's not her dad? Because she even had like two times that she was like, weird, he's so familiar. Where do I know him from? And I'm just like, how do you not remember? But I know she was really young.
She was really, really young.
If it's not the dad, then maybe like a family friend or a relative. But I don't feel like there's been any clues to suggest someone else,
Yeah.
unless it's really left field and it's someone else.
Yeah, but I feel like there have been too many hints that like he is someone, and I feel like it would feel lame if it was anyone other than her dad.
Right. Because
Yeah.
who else would Petra really, really hate that badly?
Karis.
No.
But you want to be the
Well, at this
commander.
point, yeah. Yeah, he can't do both. I will
No,
say
yeah. He's
I
crazy.
did have I had a moment of panic when the commander showed up, or like, we were talking about the commander, and I was like, is there a way that Saren possibly was like doing commander type stuff at the same time and now he's coming in to kill Karis? Like
He's
when
dead.
right, right. But before we knew that it was Berman who wrote the commander letters, I was like, oh my God, what if it's Saren? Because I still wonder in the back of my mind if Saren is super dead.
Who do you think is more likely not dead, Berman or Saren?
Saren. because
Also,
he's smart enough to pull it off.
That's
I
true.
I looked in the audiobook and it just says he gets shot in the throat. I must have just imagined the fall of this cliff.
Him tumbling into the rapids.
Yeah.
I just had
I
a
do
moment where I was
prefer
like, Berman got shot in the same place Karis did, kind of. And did they see what happened?
Karis got shot in the shoulder.
Like
Yeah.
almost the throat, right? Like twice
Oh,
Zara's
yeah,
like,
like,
you
behind the
could have almost
collarbone.
died. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want Berman to be alive. I want it.
Do you think Saren's burrs will come back into play? Or do you think, okay, so Saren's dead? Like, they just go back to living their lives without being spies?
Do. Because I'm guessing Saren handed them off to someone. And if it's not Lestara, like there's somebody else that has like taken over for Saren. The ghost ship was mentioned one more time. Danielle L.
Do you,
Jensen was like, remember the ghost ship? It was important. I'm mentioning it again here. And I was like, I see you. I see you.
do you actually think it's important?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Where did they
No,
go?
I
Where
think
did their
Lestara
crew
is that witch. I still think that
That's true.
is my leading
I
theory.
don't disagree. I do recall this theory, and I'm back on board.
I'm
Elena's like,
on board the ghost ship.
it was
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
crazy fever dream. I flushed it, but now I remember. I'm back on board.
I buy in.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would think that Saren wouldn't have just like yeeted himself out a window and then been like, all done.
Yeah,
I
it
feel like he did.
just seems too clean.
Elena, you think he just told his spies, like, take the rest of forever off. I'm going on vacation.
I don't think he told them anything. I think
Mm,
they're like, when's my next payment coming?
interesting.
And he would just peace out. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else going on there.
Well,
Me
they wouldn't have
either.
sent the news about Karis's affair unless he was dead. Unless he pre-sent them before he fell out
I
the
do think that
window.
he present it. I think that it was like already en
It's
route.
totally possible. Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't know that for sure. Has not been confirmed. Um, we talked a lot about the island, and we didn't talk about my favorite island inhabitant. It seems like he might have majored in theater. He definitely had multiple personalities, which I thought was interesting. Um, I feel like we have to talk about Flay. Do we think he's coming back at some point?
So first you referred to cannibalism as a McChicken, and now you're saying your favorite character on the island was Flay? Like, at what point do we need to be worried about you?
I do enjoy me a Bryn Weaver book, also Halloween. I just felt like it was very interesting. The minute that he was like, "Oh, you've got a pretty face," I was like, "Nope, nope, nope."
The the minute that Zara got in the net trap and it was like, what are these weird cords? Like, what is this net made out of? It doesn't feel
Yeah.
like something I felt before. I was like,
I definitely
no,
caught that.
I don't want it.
But not the pretty faces part until it was like much later and then confirmed that he literally took faces.
Mhm.
And why he would like have a giggling voice or a deep voice or like a different face. Oh, that creeped me out.
Did not like.
Did not like, but Brooke seems to love it.
It was like creepy in a fun way, and I just kept trying to figure out like how he was going to use his skills for good. Like I thought he was going to help them with disguises, not them,
He's
but like I just thought he was going to help them get off the island with his
No,
his skills.
seems like an actual criminal, not someone who just disagreed with Petra. Like an actual serial killer.
he was he was definitely on that side for sure, for sure. Real bad, real bad. But I thought he was just gonna like have a cool twist in there somewhere. But yeah, my guess is he's done. Like he is done for this book and is now just gonna live on the island for the rest of his life.
I hope that's the case. I don't need to see him again.
or
What about our
or his
other
many
two?
faces.
Gross. What about our other two named weirdos on the island? Any thoughts? Because we never saw them.
No, I think at first I thought maybe the butcher was Kyan and Ladyfinger was Daria because she's a lady and she eats with her fingers maybe, but then I guess Elena looked up and said that it was her that said all three of these people. So maybe it's not her, but I don't know. Will we see them again? It's just odd that they were name dropped and then we only got to see Flay.
That
I
was
don't
weird.
see a world in which we go back to the island personally. So like unless they stowed
Yeah.
away on one of the boats, I wouldn't expect it. But I see a world in which they could have possibly like left the island during the kerfuffle.
Is it possible that all three are Flay? Like he has like
Yeah,
three different personas?
sure. I could see that. Yeah, I
Maybe.
just don't know if it's going to come into play later.
Yeah, I
No
don't
idea.
know.
No clue. Yeah. Um, theories for the end of this book. Any thoughts on where we're headed? Because right now, Karis and Zara are on their little mission to go find the commander. How do we think this is going to play out?
Do we think the war is going to end? Because I was surprised how quickly the Traitor Queen ended in terms of Silas being unalived. So it could be this way with the Endless War.
Yeah. Well, and it feels like they have this whole subplot set up with Lestara for when Karis goes back. So we have a third of the book left. They have to find the commander. They have to defeat Petra. Karis has to go back, see what nonsense Lestara's been up to.
Lestara could be in the plot in the next two books because
She could be.
there's some drama between Harendelle and Cardiff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Lestara is who she says she is and she's a Cardiffian princess, then like I could see a way in which she would play into that since if what I'm hoping happens and Anna falls for the bastard son who's half Cardiffian, like that would be a possible tie-in. Um I am not thinking that the war ends at the end of this book. I'm thinking that's like a full 6 book arc situation. I do think that Petra does not see book 5, though. I think Petra makes her exit in this next chunk.
I feel like the war has to end in this book because assuming the next book is about Anna and Harendelle, that's like on the other side of the bridge. So I just don't think we'd be on this side of the bridge seeing the Maradrina Valcata war all that often.
Or
I
it's
think
like
so. I think
the
that
after
too.
effects.
So you think like the war
I
will continue without Petra?
I don't think so. I think Petra dies, and like I feel very strongly. How do you say it? Nestarsis,
Oh,
Nastasis,
Nerastus.
Nerastus. I knew I was missing something somewhere. Um, they're gonna like set up Nerastus as their new home base and like rule from their hefts a bit because they like.
Oh,
I
I
feel like
like
at the
that.
beginning and last book they talked a lot about how like run down it was and how nice it used to be and how nice it could be. So I just feel like that
Oh,
would be like a nice ending to this book slash the war where they're like we're taking this city that we fought over it and making it like our group leadership area.
I like that. And then Serena can, create democracy and Maradrina.
Mhm.
I definitely like the idea of Karis not being king soon, like in the foreseeable future. Like obviously there will need to be like a tapering off, of course, but yeah, I think even if like Petra dies at the end of this, there's still going to be like the fallout of finishing up the war and everything. And maybe like Herondel and Amarid don't agree. Like maybe they want things to continue or like they're still upset about other things. And I'm hoping that it's Anna's story, but we're still seeing like our other characters like
Oh yeah.
finishing fixing like their parts of the world. Anybody not see Karis and Zara ending up together at the end of this book?
No, that would be a twist.
For sure, no. Yeah,
Prefer no.
they will end up together. And I wasn't joking earlier when I said like I do like that Zara is going on this journey. And it's like I get it. She has had everyone lie to her. Like she doesn't know what end is up anymore. So I fully support that she needs to like feel like she can make her own decisions and stand on her own 2 feet and like prove that to herself before she can say like I can be in a lasting relationship with someone that like I can be a partner to. And I'm glad that Karis is supporting her in that.
Yeah, I like that he's like giving her the space to do that and like following her lead.
Yeah, like
So,
barely giving her the space. Like, yeah,
well, like space as in
like he could have gone back to his own
romantic
country.
space.
No, he
Yeah.
couldn't have. That's so silly.
I'm just saying he could have given her real space and then he was like, "Hey, I'm going to come with you." Which was so much more him. Like so glad.
Give space in like his own way.
Yeah. No, he that is really what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
giving her space while still being there for her. I love it. I love it. Any other thoughts, theories, scenes you need to scream about?
Hope the banter continues from all fronts.
Yes. Yeah, I have really liked having all of the characters playing together, and I'm really hoping that that continues in book 5 and book 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that that means that we've wrapped up this section of The Endless War by Danielle L. Jensen. We are going to finish the book for the next episode. So read all of it, and then we'll come back here and we will see how it ended before we go on to book 5, which I am so excited about. So thank you for joining us for this section, and we will see you here for the next one. Bye, guys.